We welcome you to Los Angeles, California. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull, Jay Williams, and Jay's 16 banners, many retired numbers, the aura and the mystique. Greet the opponent here tonight.
Ed, all those accolades are great, but we're talking about 2019. This is a new, young Lakers team. Let's see what kind of effort they bring on the floor tonight.
Let's do it here from Staples Center. Won by the Raptors. To Rodney Hood. Lowry. His first effort off the mark. To Caldwell Pope. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Here comes the screen. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
James into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Here comes the screen. James getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
LeBron into the front court. They're down 3. To Drummond. That pass taken away by Toronto.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
The pass set it all up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. To James. For 3, he was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Lowry doesn't get the bounce. LeBron into the front court. Down 5. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Toronto has the basketball. Runner here won't go down. Another shot won't go either. Davis, now a steal as the Raptors have it. Stanley Johnson, strong finish.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Swings it to Davis. That pass taken away by Toronto. Lakers have it. And finishes strong.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Screen coming. Takes stock of the floor. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Lowry into the front court. Leads just a point.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air. To James. Slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Lowry into the front court. Down 3. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Fred VanVleet to Stanley Johnson. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Off the mark. Well contested.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him. Make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Davis. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Fred VanVleet. To Stanley Johnson. And the Lakers with the rebound. Won't go. Knocked loose. That'll get out off the Raptors. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is what it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Toronto with the basketball. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Shot from the lane won't go. Anthony Davis swats it. And the Lakers clear. To Kyle Kuzma. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Almost. Unlucky bounce. 4-3. That's not his range. It's no good. Fred VanVleet to Hollis Jefferson. Shot from in close, no good. Oh, and a putback.
And I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be a home for a player in this league for a guy who does the cleanup work around the rim like that.
Goes to the left side. Kyle Kuzma. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
To VanVleet. Anthony Davis sends it away. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. I'm going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Oh, whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Screen coming. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Kyle Kuzma, huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet. Here comes the screen. OG Anunoby against Markieff Morris. Gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from long range. Good sign that time, Jay, as they go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday, my friend.
That's the way to do it. Beyond the arc for three. He made his first effort, but not that time. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Davis. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. To VanVleet. To Hollis Jefferson.
Hey, screen.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Lakers ball. To Davis. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Screen coming. Fires the three. They'll take that any day.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now the Lakers gonna use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. It's a 5-second violation. Time to shuffle things up. Lowry. Can't connect. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Leads 5. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I return to the City of Angels after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
James. Gets a look, can't hit. Across the timeline comes James. Up 5. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Toronto has the basketball. To Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope. James, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
To Stanley Johnson. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To James. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Caldwell Pope. Good offense, beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the basket.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Anthony Davis sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
No, I missed a short one there.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Lowry with it. Trailing by 14. Hood to Lowry. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
James. Here comes the screen. To Davis, and stuffs it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
James, that's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Davis. And look out. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Anthony Davis tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Rodney Hood. To Kyle Kuzma. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Kyle Kuzma. Oh, that's how it's done.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry to Rodney Hood. Pascal Siakam. To Davis. From long range. Hood with the rebound. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Davis. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Davis to the basket, but his shot no good. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down a bundle. And a chance coming up at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Kyle Lowry has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To James. Oh, emphatic slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Kyle Kuzma. fires the three and drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lowry has the basketball. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LeBron with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. They get it to Kuzma down low. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And the finish off the nice step through.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To James. Finish that. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Los Angeles, they have it. To Drummond. From the painted area, won't go down. Lowry into the front court. Trailing by 15. And the basket good at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, the slam popped out. Lowry into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. To Hollis Jefferson. Had a chance, but it's no good. It's Kuzma. For three. Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. James. Offensive rebound. Johnson to Lowry. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Drummond. To James. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for three.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for Toronto, number 23.
Short jumper off the mark. LeBron into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Driving right to the basket. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Lakers at the controls right now. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point.
Position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out.
Three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Missed it at the line.
I got it.
Lowry to Stanley Johnson. Shot from in close, no good. LeBron into the front court. They lead it by 14. Fred VanVleet to Hollis Jefferson. And count the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's James controlling the offense. Sizing up the defense. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. James. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Gets a look. Can't hit. Shot from the lane won't go. To Drummond. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Here comes the screen. That misses with a second to go. That's it for the first half with the Lakers in command.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers will start the second half with a decent lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Raptors have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Blocks.
The Los Angeles Lakers came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Los Angeles has the basketball. Screen coming. James. They go down to Davis. Throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Lowry with it. Trailing by 14. That's no good. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Runner's good there.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
LBJ with it. To Davis. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Stanley Johnson. Hood to Lowry. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. To James. Pascal Siakam with a P.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. James. He gets it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
That pass taken away by Toronto. To Rodney Hood. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
LBJ has it. To Davis, down low. Throws it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Baseline drive. Off the mark. To James. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Here comes the screen. So Lowry. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
It's James. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Lakers ball. Could not throw it down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
James, no good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Lowry. Five to shoot for Toronto. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. To Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope. Can't miss those. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys trail by 10. To Rodney Hood. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Anthony Davis with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
James, he engulfed him that time.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Caldwell Pope. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Davis to James. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lets it fly from long range, and he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Kuzma to James. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Davis. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Lowry to Rodney Hood. Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Los Angeles, they have it. From the painted area, won't go down. Lakers come up with it. Kuzma. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Lobs it up. That pass taken away by Toronto. Lowry. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Across the timeline comes James. His team leads it by 10. Here comes the screen. To Kyle Kuzma. Beyond the arc for 3. Misfires. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Johnson to Lowry. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Lowry. And the finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Lowry to Hollis Jefferson. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. To James. Screen coming. James. Down low for Kuzma. To James. Down to 5 on the 24. Substitution being made in this one. Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
James, down low for Davis. Turns and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Jumper's good. LeBron James with the rock. To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Kuzma. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Swings it to Kyle Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Davis. That's a 24-second violation. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll try to hammer out a play to wrap up the quarter. That's a 5-second violation. Fires the three. Not getting the bounce. "17-footer at the buzzer." There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Lakers have the lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ball game.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. LeBron with it up top. Leads 3. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Fred VanVleet. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Montrezl Harrell at the line for 2 shots. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career. First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Fred VanVleet. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
LBJ. He'll get it down low to Harrell. And finishes strong.
It's that easy, Ed. You never the rim.
Fred VanVleet to Rodney Hood. Screen coming. Hood to VanVleet. Big finish at the rim. Toronto with the basketball. Gets a look. Can't hit. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
To James. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Stuffs it down with authority.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
James into the front court. Up 6. Here comes the screen. To shoot for Los Angeles. James, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
LeBron James pins it. That'll be out of bounds. Like both teams are making substitutions. Fred VanVleet trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. To James. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Add 2 points to the board.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished 3rd in the voting for 6th man of the year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
Oh, he had it. Off the assist.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
To VanVleet. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Whoa, what a finish.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's James controlling the offense. Goes reverse to lay it in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. James to Kyle Kuzma from long range. Kyle Kuzma is going to get 3 shots here. A career 70% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Second and 3, got it. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Has a look. Can't connect. To Caldwell Pope. In the slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Lowry into the front court. 14-point deficit. Shot from the lane won't go. So Lowry. Baseline drive. Anthony Davis rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
James. Message received. Well defended.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
To James. Fires the 3. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Lowry into the front court. Trailing by 14. Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air. Anthony Davis swats it. Raptors keep possession. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
LeBron into the front court. Up a dozen. To Kyle Kuzma. Around the perimeter. Here comes the screen. It's James. Tough shot. Well defended.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
To James. Here's a chance from long range. Missed it. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Johnson to Lowry. For 3, it's no good. Shot's not going down. LeBron into the front court. His guys leading by 14. To Lowry. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Here comes the screen. Matthews to Kyle Kuzma. Going to launch beyond the arc. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Caldwell Pope to Matthews. Wesley Matthews above the rim. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game. It's James controlling the offense. 4-3. Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Lowry with it. His guys down big. And gets to the basket. Jay, he knew exactly where he was going with it.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's now 4 for 6.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Lowry to Stanley Johnson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Stanley Johnson trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. LBJ with it. To Davis. James cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. Lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Looking to make something happen. James to Caldwell-Pope. Nice pass to get things going.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
That pass taken away by Toronto. To Rodney Hood. Lowry to Rodney Hood. Five to shoot for Toronto. Lowry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one. Pascal
Siakam at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15. James.
Me and you. I got ball.
To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 3 for 6 now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
James to Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc for 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Good shot. No good. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got the win in a close game. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Raptors lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory.
Game track. Assists.
You can tell both of these teams feel very comfortable in their offensive systems. There was plenty of great playmaking in this contest.
Player of the game.
The chosen one was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.